I'm Geoff Jones. I'm a singer, actor, graphic artist, and music director. And welcome to Pictures Up Academy. I wanted to share with you my artistic journey in three specific areas. Intention. What are those things that really are behind your passion, your artistic passion? Illumination, really kind of getting down deep and determining what is driving that passion. And implementation, how to actually do it. Some tips and suggestions. Well, let's get started. I found out in my experience that it's really important to start out with a strong intention. Really know what it is that you really are setting out to do, what you want to do, what you're excited about, what your passion is. And that is going to fuel and drive you to success. If you do something that you really don't care that much about, there's only a limited amount of success that you'll have in that. So even if it may not be something that makes sense, even if it's something that doesn't necessarily generate income, it might cause stress if it doesn't generate sufficient income. Still, I believe that if you follow your passion, that ultimately, most often, is going to result in success for you. And so I wanted to encourage you to have that intention behind your artistic endeavor so that you have that passion that's going to make it really real. It's going to make it happen. It's going to bring that level of success in that chosen artistic endeavor. You don't have to decide if you have more than one. That's certainly something I found in my experience. I had more than one artistic passion. I like to draw. From the time I was a very small child, I drew all the time. I had a pencil, paper, just reproduced things that I saw in the world, things I saw in books, and so on. And took an art course at the Art Institute of Chicago when I was in third grade. And it was over after that. I mean, you know, you had Chagall around you. You had the Impressionist work, George Seurat and Monet, and, you know, the original pieces. You also had great African-American artists, Charles White, and, you know, the writers as well, you know, Gwendolyn Brooks. And, it was just a wonderful steeping in the arts there. And so along with drawing, I was in band. I played trumpet from the age I was 9. And I was in choir at church. My love of singing was fed there. So all those things just were passions of mine. I didn't worry about which was the priority or anything like that. And I would encourage you to do the same. Illumination. I wasn't sure exactly what I wanted to do with my life, but I knew one thing. I wanted to do something that excited and energized me. In other words, passion behind it. I wanted a legacy. I wanted to leave something. I wanted to leave something that had meaning and substance. To my parents, it was get a job with benefits, boy. That might not be the case for you, but still what they were really saying was leave a legacy, build something from your labor. That's something to show for it that you can pass on, leave to the world, bless someone, enrich and uplift someone else, and pass it forward. And create a path, create a pathway. So that would involve planning, put some sort of a game plan in place for yourself. So You establish a track record, show progress, be able to assess, make adjustments, and that reflects growth. It reflects advancement, achievement. In other words, maturity. Implementation. How to do it. I would recommend creating a vision board or a vision statement that reflects what it is that gives you life. And be bold, don't hold back. Put everything down. Leave it all there. Let it all out. That way you understand what exactly it is that gives you that passion, that drives that passion. And then, once that's down, prioritize. Let me back up a little bit. When I had those multiple passions and I thought I had to decide which one to choose and pursue and then push the others aside and leave behind, what I discovered was that I really didn't have to do that. It was all just a matter of prioritization and planning. And lo and behold, I was able to do all those things. Get a job with benefits, boy. So I pursued a career in corporate America. But lo and behold, I was able to combine that corporate life with my drawing and artistic piece, synthesized it by becoming a graphic designer that in turn allowed me to advance to marketing and communications, where I could apply my graphic design piece, do it, earn a corporate lifestyle and salary, and then advanced in the ranks until I assumed a marketing communications director position and was able to direct a core of designers, photographers, and so on and so forth. And that allowed me to live my dream, pursue my passion, and do them all. I didn't have to choose one or the other. The divine found a way to help me learn how to combine them and get them benefits, boy. The fact that I did not choose one artistic endeavor over the other really got crazy, because on my off hours, when I wasn't doing my 9 to 5, I was pursuing my acting passion and my singing passion. Those journeys took me to wonderful places: the Penumbra Theater, Illusion Theater, the Ordway Theater, Fitzgerald Theater, the Guthrie Theater, Orchestra Hall. All of those things really, really were quite a clinic. And it was my school for learning my craft, but also the joy in discovering I did not have to choose. I was able to pursue all of my passions, and they all crisscrossed and intersected and built upon one another until I found an organization called the Sounds of Blackness, and was able to take it from a local and regional level to a national and international level, where I lived my dream of performing at the Apollo Theater, meeting all sorts of wonderful artists whom I admired from afar for so long and was able to perform and interact with directly and alongside. Montreux Jazz Festival in Montreux, Switzerland was a lifetime dream and goal of mine. All of those things were manifested through my not being able to choose one artistic endeavor over the other, but to embrace all of them and find a way to prioritize and actually explore and grow. One of the most important things you need to do in your life is to have mentors, people that you respect, people that you look up to, people whose craft you emulate, people you can always go to for advice, for counsel, who are an example of what you are trying to be, who you're trying to be, what you're trying to be. I had official mentors, and I also had mentors who had no idea they were my mentors. Folks like Sidney Poitier, he set an example for me from a very early age of what a dignified gentleman was to be, what it was to be a person of character, how to carry yourself, those sorts of things. Geoffrey Holder was what they called a Renaissance man. He was a brother from Trinidad who was best known as the Uncola guy, Uncola man from the 7-Up commercials back in the day. But prior to that, he was one of the principal dancers in Catherine Dunham's dance troupe. He was also a noted actor, stage actor, as well as on screen and on the TV screen as well. And he was famously, he stole the show in Eddie Murphy's movie Boomerang, right alongside his fellow West Indian Grace Jones. They were hilarious, but they also were an example of people who did more than one thing, were excellent at more than one endeavor, field of endeavor, of creative endeavor and otherwise. And that really, really made an impression on me at an early age. Then there's local folks, Setu Jones, Mahmoud El Khati, Gary Hines, that have made an indelible impact on me, both artistically and as people. Final thoughts. It's very, very important to be authentically who you are and yourself. The authenticity is what makes you distinctive, it's what makes you original, it's what makes you you. And that special something that only you can bring is what is going to ultimately fuel and propel you forth as you pursue your passion. Let's not forget the creative community that we have here in the Twin Cities area. There's the commercial agencies where I received some of my most valuable experience in auditioning, the coaching that I received, the business of the business, learning those things from all of the people that surround me in this local Twin Cities market. Did a lot of commercial work, modeling, runway, print, commercials, voiceovers, that took me to actually doing a voice of a cartoon character for Walt Disney. And so it's amazing and not to be underestimated, the clinic that is the Twin Cities creative community. Can't say enough about it. And a thank you to Valerie Rose of Pictures Up Academy, who made this all possible. Thank you, Valerie. I want to close with a quote by one of our newest superstars, Lena Waithe. She says, "To be yourself is truly a revolutionary act. And I think more and more people should try it, because it's gotten me a pretty cool life." Can't think of a better way to close. Bless each and every one of you, and thank you for joining me. Be good now.